Blessings, everyone. I am super excited for the frequencies that are coming in for this week. I first want to just prepare you that there is definitely I want to say almost like a surge or a wave of frequencies that are coming through the DNA. So we have to remember that ascension is a process of activating our DNA. And that when we start to do that, the physical body starts to raise in frequency. And doing that also shifts our reality or even the vibration of the earth itself. And this week, there is a coherence of this frequency that's activating that is fine tuning our reality to be in coherence with this higher frequency. So last week, we really upgraded our operating system and just kind of allowed ourselves to sit in that frequency, which can be super uncomfortable at times because it's a lot easier when we're in the guidance and we're being told what to do and we're in those action steps. And when we're asked to kind of step back and take the time to attune to those frequencies, it can sometimes feel uncomfortable. I know for some of you, it also can feel like a relief. So, depending on what kind of person you are and how you like to collaborate within the intelligence of source, last week could have been either a relaxing week or it could have been maybe a little uncomfortable. I will say that this week is an opening. So now that we have had this upgrade in our bodies, this week is the words that keep coming to me are kind of like the gentle nudges. It's the gentle nudges to bring you back in alignment and kind of open up this new pathway. So now that you're holding these higher frequencies, there's going to be some fine tuning or adjustments that we're making within our reality as our reality starts to match, if you will, the upgrade that we experienced last week. So, this week is about opening to those gentle nudges. It's paying attention to where your body may be in resistance and just softening in those places of, oh, okay, so is this one of those gentle nudges, or is this something that I simply just need to let go of? Because having that awareness and bringing our consciousness back into that heart space. So, in that heart space, softening the ego mind or the mind that wants to have control and understand everything, to just move back into that heart space and then just simply asking, what's the guidance here? Like pour into me, illuminate my path. What is the guidance here? Is this something that I surrender? I let go of? I maybe need to fine tune and shift a little bit? Or is this opening up something for me to just shift my perspective or my focus? Um, I'm also getting that for some of you, there's going to be this level of connecting into meaningful change. And that's the exact way it's coming through is meaningful change, meaning that the changes, whether it's in the way you're thinking, in your perspective, maybe things in your life, maybe relationships, maybe your job, whatever it is. And there may be multiple things this week because this week is really about those gentle nudges. So, where in your life are you getting the message to gently shift direction and meaningful changes, meaning that you really have the changes that you're making be from that divine space. And there's no room for our programmed experience in that space. And the more you can, that word soften just keeps coming through, that you soften into not needing to know the outcome, not needing to have control over how it should be, and allowing yourself to just not know. Okay, Okay, that's the ultimate surrender. I'm going to give you an example. When we start to have these shifts and we start to really ascend past the programmed body and the programmed reality, the programmed mind, we really do start to shift, like not having an identity in these higher frequencies. Like we don't know who we are. So we come up with these thought patterns that make us feel comfortable there. And one of them may be, well, everything's happening for me, or, oh, well, if I let go of this, something better is going to come. And we're entertaining the ego with feeling safe in change. And when we do that, we actually, on some level, limit the ability to allow it to be. And that's that softening and allowing yourself to actually just be guided versus being guided because you're backing it up with a program to make you feel safe in that guidance. I hope you're understanding that. There's nothing wrong with doing that to a certain extent. It is very similar to ascending through the I am because you're giving the ego something that is entertaining it as you continue to go on the path. But what we don't want to do is get so locked in to that programming that we're plugging in order to keep going that it becomes an attachment to outcome. Because when we do that, we actually begin to make choices based on a false reality. So, going back to this place of meaningful change, is that we hold our consciousness, if you will, attuning it to the intelligence that's giving us those gentle nudges and not needing to have an attachment to the outcome. So, what do we do in that space when we start to feel uncomfortable? I trust. That's all it needs to be. I trust. And I trust that whatever this experience is, that my mind is not going to understand it, that this is going to be something that I continually have to check in and keep submitting, keep surrendering into the intelligence of the divine. Guide me, guide me, guide me. So when my mind wants to go and have these little sayings or reality checks into, oh, well, it'll be better than what I had before, or, oh, if this is ending, then new things and better things are coming. And all of that is fine to entertain for small amounts of time. But we always want to move back into the space going, you know what? Judging something as good and bad means I'm in my program body. And I am going to experience this huge surge that's coming through, is activating in the DNA of everybody on earth, you guys. This is a huge time in history. We are in an ascension. I almost was called it a time capsule. I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but I don't know, maybe I'm going to go with that. We're really in the speeding up, right? Our particles of our body are speeding up. Our cells are raising in frequency. And we're in this big surge right now. This week is really going to, that upgrade we experienced last week is really going to activate. And then we're going to have the experience of that. How are you going to experience that? Are you going to resist it? Are you going to step into it? Are you going to allow those gentle nudges to soften you into the divine, allowing yourself to create those meaningful changes that are not connected to outcome? It's not always easy, is it? So this is the support for this week. Is I am going to pull a code here because okay, so we're getting the 6, which is the DNA upgrade. So this is just confirmation on that upgrade that you went through last week. It is fully moving into expression, and you are going to experience that consciously in your reality, in your mind, in your body. Allow yourself to submit your consciousness into the frequency that's being released because it's at a lot higher frequency than where you're holding consciousness now. Allow yourself to have the experience of what that is by softening, meaningful change, Allow the gentle nudges guide you, and know that in that space is where miracles happen. It's not what you think it's going to be. Let go of needing to understand, to know the why, and just focus on what is the guidance? What is the guidance? And surrendering, submitting, and making your change from that space. All right. Well, that is the energy of the week. I'm also going to say it's going to be amazing, right? This is such a monumental time, and I really want you to honor it within yourself, celebrate it, and enjoy these gentle nudges, because this is where miracles happen. How do you want to experience those gentle nudges? By attaching to all of the programming of what it is to ascend, or allowing yourself to fully submit and have the experience and experience the magics. I had this message come through the other day, and I'm just going to share it with you because I feel like it's one that we all could use this week. And you can put it in your pocket and pull it out when you need, but it's in faith or through faith, meaning holding consciousness in that abstract space is where the miracles happen. Faith creates miracles. So faith in this context is the ability to surrender your consciousness into a frequency that you cannot understand, and let that intelligence that's held in that frequency guide you. All right, my lovelies, I'm just sending you all so much love, and I want to hear about what your week is like. So definitely comment and let me know what's going on this with you this week, how maybe this is um, sparking some insights, or maybe you're already having some experiences of this. I'd love to hear about it because your experiences matter to me. And just knowing that we're in this together, it strengthens our bond and it strengthens the experience. It's that two or more come together. We really are doing this together. Quantum family, you are my family, and I love you.